So today our new topic is Kirchhoff's current law or KCL. This is very basic and fundamental for the circuit theory and any electronics or electrical circuit analysis. Okay, so you all need to know these basic things. We will explain first what is KCL and then we will show you one application of this theorem. That means we will do a problem. Okay, so what is KCL? KCL is the algebraic sum of all the currents entering and exiting a node must be equal to 0. Suppose this is the node, this is the node A. Okay, here the incoming current is I1, I2, I3, I4. So in that particular node, I1 is the incoming current, I3 is the incoming current, I2 and I4 is the outgoing current, right? That means we can write down that I1 plus I3 as this 2 is the incoming current minus I2 minus I4 as I2 and I4 is the outgoing current must be equal to 0. Okay, this is that much easy. Okay, or you can write down summation of I equal to 0. Okay, so this is the definition of the KCL, but we need to solve a problem, right? So let's go to the directly to the problem. Okay, so the problem is we need to find out the voltage V0. Okay, so we need to apply KCL in this particular circuit. Here we have node 1. This one is the node 1 N1, node 2. This is node 3. So this will be node 2 or 3 or 4. This will be node 3. Why? As in this particular line or branch, there is no component is directly short. That means this one and this one is the same node. Okay, that means this one also the same node. Okay, so in this particular problem, we have three nodes, N1, N2, and N3. Now we need to know the voltage of each node. Okay, here you can see a voltage source is connected in between node 1 and node 3. So you can write down node 1 voltage is 15 volt and node 3 voltage is 0 volt. Okay, so 0 volt means this point is 0 volt, and 0 volt, right? Now node 2 voltage. We don't know the node 2 voltage. Why? As you can see here we have 15 volt but we have resistance. So we cannot directly write down the voltage. Okay. So we need to calculate the node 2 voltage. So that will be Vx. Okay. So we don't know the value of Vx. Right. Now we need to apply the KCL. So now we need to apply the KCL. Apply the KCL at node 2. Okay. So here, whenever you will apply KCL, at that time you need to assume one thing. Assume that the voltage at node 2 or wherever you are applying the KCL at that particular node, okay? Node 2 is max, right? That means this voltage, we assume that this particular node voltage should be greater than all of the voltage in other nodes. Okay, though we know this is not correct, but we need to assume that. Why? As you all know, Ohm's law states that suppose this is resistance, this voltage is V1, this voltage is V2, right? Ohm's law states that the current I will be V1 minus V2 by R, right? And the current will flow from the higher potential to the lower potential, right? Now, if we assume the potential at N2, that node 2 is higher than the other nodes, then what will happen? All the currents will be outgoing from this particular node. That means the current I1, I2 and I3 all will be outgoing. So in the KCL formula, we can write down all is the same sign. Okay, so in the KCL formula, all current will be in the same sign. That means we can write down I1 plus I2 plus I3 equal to 0. Okay, now just need to calculate the value of I1. So what is the value of I1? I1 is the current in between node 2 and node 1, right? And the current direction is from node 2 to node 1. That means the potential of the node 2 should be higher than the potential at node 1. So what we can write down? We can write down Vx minus 15 divided by 5. Okay, what is the value of I2? I2 will be Vx minus 0 divided by 5. What is the value of I3? I3 will be Vx minus 0 divided by 5 equal to 0. Okay, so from here we can write down Vx equal to 5 volt, right? Now we already know the value of Vx. We can write down I1 will be what? I1 will be minus 2 amps. I2 will be 1 amp and I3 will be 1 amp, right? So that means you can see if we just add this I1, I2, I3, you can see it will be equal to 0. So it's satisfying the KCL. But we got I1 is minus 2 amps, right? That means the direction we assume is wrong, right? So what we need to do? This direction is wrong. So that means the I1 direction should be this side and this will be 2 ampere. Okay, this I1 is minus 2 ampere. So in this side it is minus 2 ampere, then this side will be plus 2 ampere, right? So now you can see here the current is this side 2 ampere, this side 1 ampere, this side 1 ampere, right? That means 2 ampere comes from this node to N2 and then it's divided into this 5 ohm and this 5 ohm by 1 ampere and 1 amp, right? So now you can see in the node 2 the addition of all the currents is equal to 0, right? As this is the incoming current 2 amps, this is outgoing current this 2. That means we can write down 2 minus 1 is equal to what? Equal to 0. So it's satisfying the KCL. So if we assume the voltage at node 2 is higher, then it's very easy to use the KCL. Why? As all the signs is positive, right? Now I will show you, suppose you didn't consider the node 2 voltage is higher, then what will happen? I didn't say that you cannot do that one. You can do that one, but it will be little bit difficult. Okay, so let's redraw the circuit. This will be 5 ohm, 5 ohm, 5 ohm, 15 volt. Okay, and this is the node 2, and we need to apply the KCL at node 2. Now you can see this is the voltage source, right? And we don't have any other source in this particular circuit, right? So the current direction will be from this side to this side to this side, and then it will be divided, right? So now you can write down if this is I1, this is I2, and this is I3, right? So if we apply the KCL now in the N2 node, then we can write down I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0. Why? I1 is the incoming current in node 2. I2 and I3 is the outgoing current, right? So that's why you can see I1 is the positive, but I2 and I3 is negative. Why? As I2 and I3 is the outgoing current. Okay. Now you can write down I1. What is the value of I1? I1 will be 15 minus Vx divided by 5 minus what is the value of I2? I2 will be Vx minus 0 divided by 5 minus Vx minus 0 divided by 5 equal to 0. From here you can get Vx equal to 5. So we get the same result, right? I1 will be 2 amps. Now you can see we get the positive 2 amps. Why? The direction of the current is from N1 to N2. Okay. I2 will be 1 amps and I3 will be 1 amps. So we got the same result, similar result. But what is the problem? The problem will be we need to think about the direction and we need to think about the sign, right? But when we just assume that this node 2 voltage is higher, is Vx, right? What we can write down? We can directly write down Vx minus 15 by 5 plus Vx minus 0 by 5 plus Vx minus 0 by 5 equal to 0. As we assume Vx is always high. That's why all the currents is outgoing. So you can see we don't need to think about any sign. Just write down the magnitude of the current. And now you can see Vx will be 5. So from here also we get the same value. Okay. So this is just a trick. Okay. Whenever you apply KCL at that node, just assume that the potential at that particular node should be higher than the voltage on the other nodes. Okay. So this is all about the theoretical part. Now I will show you the circuit and I will show you the current is the same. Okay, just match the simulation result with the theoretical result. So we need the resistance, three resistance, and we need a voltage source, right? And the voltage source value is how much? 15 volt. 15 volt, right? The value of the resistance should be 5 ohm. So you can see the voltage at this particular node is 5 volt, as we already calculated Vx is 5 volt, right? And you can see here the current is current here, right? And current you can see is 2 ampere. Okay, the current is 2 ampere incoming to the node 2. That means in this particular node the current is incoming 2 ampere. Okay, and you can see the I3 value is 1 ampere outgoing from the N2, and here also you can see 1 ampere, right? Our simulation result is completely matched with our theoretical calculation result. Okay, and you can see here this node voltage is 15 volt in one, this node voltage is 5 volt in two, and this particular node you can see all is connected in the together, right? And you can see these three potential is 0 volt. Okay, so this is all about case. For your time, please do share this concept with your friends, and if you like this video, please press the like button. It is really means a lot for me. Bye bye.